Bashbox. It sounds like something, it sounds like this fucking chick named Donna I knew in Revere. What's up, Creepers and Geekers? Chris the Atari Creep. How's everyone doing today? I don't really want to talk about the console itself. I really don't. I'm actually going to talk about the disgusting behavior surrounding it. It's almost like wolf mentality. It's fucking, it's sad. It's sad seeing grown men behave like this, you know? I know I, in the past, may or may not have poked the bear a few times and gotten, sometimes I'm susceptible to drama too, and I get sucked in by someone's comment. I'm a human being. Sometimes I have feelings when I'm allowed to have a soul, but for the most part, you know, one of the things that bugged me about a lot of things, like we'll talk specifically about the Bashbox and the community surrounding it, is the entitlement of opinions. There are those out there, and there's very few people talking about this, but it's almost universal, this exact conversation. Who's it for? What market does it belong in? Just buy a fucking Switch. Blah, 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 blah. I'm in a fucking authority on everything. Well, when it's an opinion piece, you're really not an authority on anything except for how you feel about it. You know, by all means, if you don't like it, tell us. Tell us you think it's a piece of shit and it's never going to go anywhere. Let us know that, you know, your experiences. Relay that. Give advice. But who the fuck are you to tell anybody what they should spend their fucking money on? What if people like me who don't like modern Nintendo just don't want to support that? And we'd rather support this fucking dude. There you go. Fuck you for thinking otherwise. Fuck you for looking down on those people, too. Be tabloidist, and you just look like a little fucking girl. It's really that simple. Now, the Bashbox, I looked into it. I looked into the, you know, a couple of people in my live streams, and I got a couple of messages here and there. Now, what are your thoughts on this? Especially since there's a tie to another specific console, which, again, is more lazy thinking as far as comparing the two. I don't even think as far as hardware is concerned, and that's what you really have to compare it by, the hardware itself. It has nothing to do with it. Sure, there may be like little auras of the same idea, but if you go back anytime something like this comes out, whether it's successful or not, it's the exact same process almost, you know? With some degree of you know, it just seems like lazy journalism, you know? It's just fucking lazy journalism. And the fact that people come out in packs, just venomous, I don't know, really ugly and angry right out the gate for no reason whatsoever, aside from, it's really the only thing I can think of. You know, it's not like people are just giving their opinions. But the Bashbox, what do I think of it? So yeah, I did. I looked at the website, I watched a couple of the interviews with this guy, and there was one interview. It was fucking awesome. I accidentally clicked on it because I don't want to support this one fucking dude. Haven't interacted with this kid in a long time, and I kind of want to keep it that way. But I have to mention this. The dude from Bashbox, and I don't remember his name, because I don't know who he is, and I didn't know much about the projects he had worked on before, had an interview about a week ago with this one individual, Ribbit. And that dude wasn't asking questions. He was attacking the entire time. There wasn't I didn't, with the exception of a couple times, there was really no responsible journalism going. It was all fucking attack, and the dude from Bashbox fucking took it, boom, and he just kept shutting it down, calmly, didn't get upset. I respect that. The kid came out with this, he said, XYZ. And then Mr. fucking Ribbit Man paused because he knew he had been had, and then came out with the next fucking diarrhea, you know? It was fucking wonderful, and I'm proud of you for that, man. But the Bashbox itself, it's not for me. Here we go. It's not for me. I'm not into that style of hardware, console. There's been so many of them out there. So many of them out there going with the Ouya and the this and the that and yeah, sure, the chipset or whatever is powerful, but they've been around, like, from what I understand, just about everything has that chipset in it now. It's just not my thing. I'm not, even if everything else didn't exist, listen, fuck it, the Amigo's going to be coming into here eventually. But even if the Amigo didn't exist, if the VCS didn't exist, if the Coleco Chameleon didn't exist, I would be telling you the same thing. good luck to this guy. It's just not for me, so I'm just going to pay it no mind. Would I refuse one? No. If the dude wants to send one for a review, I'll send it back to him. I don't give a fuck. But I'm probably going to come away with the exact same thoughts, saying, you know what, it works or it doesn't work. I was able to play XYZ or not. And this is how I feel about it. But at the end of the day, it's like my VCS and the kids' Switch. I got rid of all my Switch games. Fuck the Nintendo Switch. Fuck Nintendo. I would say the same thing. You know, it's cool. It does what it's supposed to do. It does it well or not. But it's not for me. Thanks for letting me, you know, have a look at your console. Moving on. But no, it's just not for me. So it's nothing I really truly want to speak upon. Now, as far as it being connected to the Amico, as far as Amico Home's concerned, I don't know what this partnership or agreement is with them. But at the end of the day, as it stands right now, it's an app that's going to be included on the box at launch. Which is no different than, I suppose, Netflix being on there, you know? It's not even a fucking big deal. Unless they're going further to make new games exclusive for this console, and television entertainment starts doing that, then that's a whole nother ball of fucking wax. But as far as Amico Home's concerned, this is fucking lazy journalism too. It's nothing. It really means nothing. It just has the word Amico, and people like Smash JT, I'll just say it right out, have a hard on whenever that word comes out. And it's sad because he seems like a good dude, but his style of journalism is kind of fucked too. If there was an update about the Amico, he would spend this much time talking about the Amico and then recap it for like 20 fucking minutes on either side of it. And it's getting old. Just speak about what you want to speak about and fucking move on, for fuck's sake. But as far as Amico Home being on it, it's really no different than if you just fucking loaded the app. They're just making it convenient for you. There's no difference to what people are doing right now with Amico Home. Going out there and buying their fucking Google boxes, whatever the hell they're called. And seeing if it works and launching it on that. And John Alvarado, you know, trying to work it with many different things, you know. Amico Home's also not my jam because I don't like small screens. Maybe eventually I'll get some kind of like a cheap Google box and play with it on there, especially if Moon Patrol comes out. Because the console I'm using right now for testing doesn't have it on there, and I'm kind of bummed out about that. I really had fun with it on the phone, but there's only so much you can do with that, you know. But to call, you know, to bring up the Amico part of it, aside from just saying it's going to have the app on it on day one, or if they come out with, you know, Amico's going to make exclusive games like we already spoke about, it's lazy. It's lazy shit. It's got nothing to do with nothing. The dude reaching out like Tommy did, he's not reaching out like Tommy did at all. I mean, there are some similarities, absolutely. I mean, he's like, hey, if you want to try it out, maybe change your mind, sure. But continue talking about it as far as whether you like it or not. But and I'm not singling Jeff out. I'm actually talking about all these other people that I've seen talk about it. And it is a small group. It is a small group. But I honestly feel like people are latching onto the Bashbox for a couple of reasons. One, it's just probably going to be another shit show, internet-wise anyway, maybe not product-wise. Could be clickable bait bullshit, you know, drama crap. That's it. That's really all I think is going on here. And, had to say the Amicos or the Coleco Chameleons of the day never happened, I bet you we'd be looking at it completely different. But unfortunately, history has gone the way it has, and people act the way they do, and they seem to think they're some kind of a fucking authority when they're really just another douchebag on this fucking planet giving their opinion. Much like I'm doing right now. So, I don't know. How say you? Bashbox? Okay with it. The one thing I do want to mention is I did look at the website. I did look at the fucking website. And I was a little taken back by some of the screenshots until I found out that it was his child. But you know what? If they're aspiring to be a game creator, by all means, I'll champion that all day long. And, you know, it is what it is. I probably would have put a little caption underneath that, you know, aspiring gamer age, whatever the child's age is. I would have at least, you know, whatever, just to show the funness of this thing, you know, saying, hey, we're not only going to do this, but, you know, my kid's even working on something. It may not be the greatest right now, but let's encourage this, you know, let's fucking encourage this. And then move on about it. But He didn't do that, so now we're looking at this thing thinking this is what's going to be on the console, and that Pitfall clone, it really did leave a bad taste in my mouth until I found out that it was an aspiring young person trying to do something. I just wish he had captioned it off, at least at the time. If he has since then, cool. I'm happy you did that, but that's it. Bashbox. I don't care either way. Good luck to the guy. I mean, if he wants to try to change my mind and send one to me to test, I'll send it back to you. I don't give a fuck. But you're probably going to get exactly what I just said. It's not for me. It may work well. It may not work well. I'd be honest with it and then send it back. Or keep it if you told me to keep it. I don't care. Maybe I'd pass it on to somebody local that that could use something like that. But guys, thank you always so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. It wasn't really a topic I was going to talk about, but why not? I didn't have anything else to talk about. We haven't really done anything serious aside from that last video and a couple of live streams. Guys, regardless, wherever in the world you are, I do hope you're doing well. And until next time, take care, creep it real, and bye-bye. Best of luck to the Bashbox guy. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. But best of luck to you, my friend.